All right. Thoughts and comments on the agency model and my claim that it is going to change and that the agencies of the future will exist to meet the workers' needs first and then the client's needs.
I think as you described the picture previously of the top talent and the skills and the gems that need to be found, that basically is going to complement the new agency model. Because if you're going to start looking for the core diamonds and trying to just polish them up, perhaps there's a few things that they need to fix in their character or their skills and they can learn it. But once you actually find that person, then that person will be sought after. And in that case, the worker will be saying, okay, so that's not worth my time because I can go to this other place who's giving me training and skills, and I'm going to be getting a lot more for my investment with them than with somebody else. So I think over here, the core essence of the agency itself, again, goes back to people and what's the final purpose of it? How would it affect the final product and the client services?
Yeah, very well said. Yeah.
I think we're in a dangerous position anyways, because yes, in like Karen was saying, it comes down to the people, but then it also creates a bubble like in every market. And I think that's what we're experiencing right now. Probably all the team at the talent have seen this, like all the salaries that developers are asking for are higher and higher. So I was talking once with an agency owner in Costa Rica, and they were telling me how they have big problems in that market because developers are like superstars and they will go like to 3 interviews in the same day and they'll be like, okay, what do you offer? And what do you offer? And what do you offer? And just for a few bucks, they'll go from one agency to another. So yes, you have the ability of adding a human touch, like a good thing and more thinking more about the worker and all of this, but then you'll have the other extreme that yes, humans, we are not perfect, and if you are the product that it's being scarce, you can develop diva mentality.
Right. When pay becomes the only factor, when agencies don't offer these in high quality, then yeah, how much money? That's it. You know, that becomes the only discussion. And you know, my experience is that a lot of these rock stars want to give back to their local communities and to the community that WordPress rock stars want to see more WordPress rock stars in the world. They want to invest in that, and they want to see other people in their neighborhood tap into this international stream of revenue and grow. And when none of that's available through the agency they work for, okay, just raise my salary, I guess, and I'll just jump to the next one because there's just no other meaning in what I'm doing. So yes, I absolutely think that there's a new agency model coming, and it's going to completely flip everything.
Not every good developer wants to get involved in everything that agencies also do, and I'm sure that they recognize this value in terms of like this agency, it's able to provide me all this a client traceability, all these things that you have mentioned, which it's also hard work. It's also salaries paid by the company owner. It's also like a lot of things that not every developer can afford themselves. Like not every person can have like the freedom to say, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and figure out how I handle all these things, especially people in third world countries where they have many challenges and responsibilities, their own families, their own country challenges. So I think that maybe in the US, it's easier to see this change happening, that the agencies would have to depend more on the developer, not the other way around. But right now, I think that with we are actually providing a lot of value by being this company that is bringing access to the market, to opportunities, to possibilities. And yeah, so and like I think that we somehow like be are like the company that introduces them to this world, and yeah, maybe from there they're gonna be able to pursue other companies and other careers or other things. But I think that at least for the Latin American market, this is gonna take longer than that, or maybe it's gonna be another sort of twist, at least of like the way that we work. Uh, uh, and yeah, of course, with exceptions. I know that we have found people that are tremendous that also have very good sales skills themselves, and yeah, they're able to tell us, yeah, I don't know, no, I want this or that or whatever. But like many of the times, it's people that is working for the first time with companies in the US, and they find this exciting, and they were like, I have never found out a way like how I can connect with US companies. So I think that is a value that us as an agency are provided as well, that they're not they're not able to find it by themselves. So so I think that this is something like that maybe will take longer in the Latin American market than it will in like in the US.
Yeah, and this is again a legend and a myth and a bit hyperbolic. This is sort of a macro trend, you know, the 10-year trend, more or less. We have wonderful agency clients, and we do tremendous things in terms of connecting people into the global economy right now. And I don't want to take anything away from that for sure. And it's necessarily a little bit dogmatic, as legends and myths tend to be. That's not to take anything away from what you've said. Absolutely. And I also want to commend our client. I mean, take Pixel Spoke, who literally is a co-op now. You know, the owner of the company, Cameron, literally stepped down and gave all of his employees shares in the company, and they now own it collectively. So there are agencies that's an agency who's already made this transition completely. Pixel Spoke has. They've already completely made this transition to a worker first agency. They're ahead of us in that regard. You know, and I see agencies like Graybox that are larger and less transformable, still making tremendous efforts towards these sorts of things. And they do invest in their people, and absolutely, especially somebody in Latin America who hasn't yet been able to break into the US market. They get a huge value for the premium on their time when they start working at a US agency. Absolutely.